So how many viewings do you need before making an offer on a property to purchase? Let's find out. So believe it or not, the average number of viewings before making an offer in the UK is between 5 to 10. Now that might seem quite high, but to be honest, you need to probably view quite a few properties before you understand what you like and what you dislike, and more importantly, what are necessities and what are just nice to haves. So you need to view quite a few and then look back and think which one gave you the best feeling, and your gut is normally right. That's normally the one to make an offer on. So from our experience with our existing clients, buyers normally spend between 20 to 40 minutes viewing properties before they can get a rough feel and know if it's right for them. However, there's no right answer here. Most people probably rush it a bit too much, so take your time. Also, estate agents, they might want to rush you around properties because they've got lots and lots of other properties to show people, but really take your time. A property is going to likely be your largest financial commitment that you make in your lifetime, so it has to be right. When you actually see the property for the first viewing, if you're still not sure, go back and see it again. There's nothing wrong with that. There are several factors to consider during your property search. Firstly, are you actually mortgage ready to make an offer on a property to purchase? Before you can actually make an offer, you normally need to have an agreement in principle certificate to hand. Now, estate agents ask for the certificate, and it's normally brokers like Boon Brokers who can provide this, and it tells you your maximum loan sum that you can normally borrow. And therefore, with your deposit sum, you can infer a maximum purchase price, and that's how estate agents know if you're a qualified buyer for the property. Secondly, clarity on your priorities. You should really have a list of must-haves and nice-to-haves when you view a property to purchase. And obviously, the must-haves are more essential, but you need to view quite a few to see if those nice-to-haves actually become must-haves. And if you're buying with someone else, you might need to compromise on your priorities a little bit. Also, you need to consider the local market conditions before making an offer on a property to purchase. If an area is very competitive, you might not have all the time in the world to decide on what property offer to make. If, for example, in some boroughs in London, there are lots and lots of buyers, properties can be snapped up in the space of days rather than weeks or months. So you need to really consider the local market conditions. You should also consider the seller's position when you're buying a property. Are they part of a chain? Are they ready to move yet? Or are they actually waiting to move perhaps in 6 months' time and they're just testing the waters? You should really speak to the estate agents and try to understand the mindset of the seller to understand what their priorities are. And lastly, you should consider the property type and the condition of the property before making an offer. For example, is it freehold or is it leasehold? In the UK, these are the two different types of tenures that are normally offered for properties. When you own the freehold of it, you technically own the perpetual value of it, whereas with a leasehold, you own the property for a set period of time, and as the years go on, the value of the property can fall. Is the property modern or is it old? This might dictate whether you need a survey or not. There's lots of factors like this that you need to consider before buying a property. So you should make an offer on a property when the property's met your non-negotiables, meets your budget, and crucially, your gut feeling is telling you that it's right. Often, that leads more than anything else. And when you've viewed 5 to 10 properties, you should be thinking in the back of your mind, I really liked that one. And obviously make sure if you're buying with a partner that they're happy too. So a mortgage broker like Boon Brokers can be very useful when you're viewing properties. Before you can actually make an offer on a property to purchase, you need to have what's called an agreement in principle certificate. And a mortgage broker like Boon Brokers can provide one. Not only that, our service is entirely free of charge. We don't charge you at any stage of the process. A lot of people hear this and they're skeptical and they think, well, how do you earn your money? All mortgage brokers earn a commission when your case completes, and that commission is not added to your loan. There's nothing like that happens. We're paid by the lender for our advice and arrangement services. We don't need to charge you a penny. We're whole of market, so we have access to over 90 lenders in the UK as well, and we can find quite a few exclusive deals that you can't find yourself. And we're very proud of our Trustpilot reviews at Boon Brokers too. We've now got over 1,000, so our client experiences are there for you to see. Thank you for watching this video on the process for buying a house in the UK. If you'd like to learn more, read the blog below, or also download our PDF guide on the process. If you'd like to submit an inquiry and receive a call back from one of our brokers, go to the boonbrokers.co.uk website. We'd be more than happy to help you.